Hello, welcome to the third episode of the Courtside J's podcast. It's your boy Joey, aka Joey Deuce, with me always, Josh Munoz. I can't talk today. Aka J Boogie. Josh, what are we talking about today, bro?
First of all, we're going to talk about how you completely messed that up.
All right. Wait.
So I just wanted to start off by saying we apologize for getting back on this episode. Took a while. We do have lives. Okay, we do.
I have a life. I have a family.
The NBA season is coming, and I think it's like 3 or 4 days.
It's here.
It's here. Mm-hmm. It is here, and it is real. Speaking about real, who are your real teams in the NBA, Joey?
My real teams?
Your real teams.
Let me start off with my fake teams.
All right, that'll work.
Just kidding.
Who are your teams that got a chance at the title, man? Like who is right there? The title's at their fingertips. It's right there. Who's there? Well,
obviously, it's like the obvious answer. It's gonna be the Lakers. It's gonna be the Clippers, and it's gonna be the Rockets.
The West.
No. I want to sneak the Bucks in there.
So you got Lakers, Clips, and Bucks.
Let's do top 5. Top 3 is a little hard.
So, are we doing top 5 in the West, Joey? You want my top 5 in the West? You want?
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
You want to do East West?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
so we'll do the top 3 in the West and the top 3 in the East.
Careful, that was close.
Yeah, I meant to say that.
While we have some silence here, go follow us. We're on Snapchat, Twitter, and we are now on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. Oh shit,
the top 3 I did mention are all in the West. Fuck.
Yeah.
The West is stacked. All right.
Wait, the Bucks are in the West?
No, the Bucks are in the East.
Well, you just miss it.
Listen.
Oh goodness.
All right. Goodness. My top 3 in the West are the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Rockets.
In that order.
Yes.
Lakers, Clips, Rockets.
Yes. And in the East, my top 3 in the East. Let me check the East out real quick.
Well, yeah, I mean,
let me check out the East.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
So my top 3 in the East are. What would be number 1? I'm gonna say Bucks. Bucks number 1. And then, they're just fucking doing their thing. So I'm going to say Bucks, Sixers, and I don't want to say the Nets, but the Nets are doing pretty good. But I don't want to say the Nets. I'm going to say Raptors. Because the Raptors are still really good. I mean, they're not Kawhi good, but they're still really good.
Yeah, that was a pretty big gap that they had to fill.
And if it's not Raptors, it's Celtics.
So
because the rest of the teams are kind of trash if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
if you really think about it, they're not. There's nothing like too special.
It's hard in the East because you have like 1 or 2 dominant teams, and then everybody else is just like middle of the pack.
Yeah,
and then in the West you have.
I would say the Detroit Pistons might have a shot, maybe.
So
they might have a good playoff run.
Would the Pistons be your sleeper team then?
The Pistons, yeah.
So we're sleeping on the Pistons.
I think we're sleeping on the Pistons for sure. There's no hype around the Pistons.
Are they 60?
Whatever.
Are they a 50 or 60 win team this year?
I think they're.
You think they're bottom of the pack or like middle of the pack?
I think they're going to be like definitely playoff contenders, not like.
So like middle of the pack.
Not like 50, probably like a little bit above the minimum.
So you think they sneak in? It's like your 7 or 8 spot. In the East, and then they make a run,
and then they just impress us.
Man,
because if you think about it, I mean, they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, they do have some pretty solid players.
They got Drummond, they got Blake. They're just like, I don't know. I feel like
the thing about Blake is why he's so solid is he's adapted his game, dude. He's adapted it.
He's relying on skill.
It's morphin' time.
He's using more skill than like athleticism.
Yeah, which is insane because I mean, remember when he was in LA? Yeah, he was just a jumper. It was just lob. It was lob city.
I think age is against some of the players, and so is injuries. Mm-hmm. But I think the Pistons are definitely like really slept on.
I think
because Derrick
they're a
Rose is
slept-on
healthy.
team. I'll agree with you.
They have who's their point guard? I forget his fucking name.
For Detroit,
Yeah.
I thought it was D Rose.
No, it's D Rose and someone else.
Oh, you're talking about their backup.
The other point guard. I think D Rose is the backup. For
Really?
now. For now.
Huh.
Reggie Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I think D Rose is gonna back him up until he shows that he's not gonna injure himself again. I think they're still really cautious.
Yeah.
But I think D Rose should be the starter. But I think
you need to start D Rose, but just kind of limit his minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing.
Because when he does play, he plays really good.
Yeah.
And plus they have Dwayne Casey as a coach. People forget Dwayne Casey is
he's a pretty solid coach.
I mean the Celtics coach got snubbed, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely deserved it more than Dwayne Casey, but Dwayne Casey's still one of the best coaches in the league, which people forget about. But yeah, I think the Pistons are slept on. I think the Nets are a little overhyped because of KD and Irving, but people forget KD's probably not going to play for another year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he's out. Yeah, I mean, my West lineup is pretty much the same.
Well, I mean, look at the players.
I mean, my East, I don't know. I mean, I think
yeah.
my sleeper in the East is, man, it's I'm going with the Heat.
The
Heat, the East.
Yeah, the Heat's really they're getting Tyler Hero's kind of
he's been showing up for rookie. I mean, I think he'll be a very solid option for them, especially with Jimmy Butler. I mean, if those two can get along.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're the right amount of ignorant.
Well, I think something about Jimmy B being in Miami has something to do with that too. I mean, if you were in Miami playing basketball, would you be upset? I mean, if I was anywhere in the country playing basketball,
yeah,
for
unless I see
I would not be
too
upset,
many Florida men, but other than that,
I mean, what can you do in South Beach? Everything.
Yeah. No, for sure. Better than being in Cleveland.
I mean, yeah.
No disrespect.
I agree with you in the West and the East. Basically, I mean, the only thing I would change in the East is I got the Heat instead of the Raptors.
Get the Heat instead of the Raptors? That's bold.
Yeah.
The Raptors are solid without Kawhi.
Yeah, I know. I'm picking some upsets, making things a little jazzy,
spicy.
Speaking of jazz, they added some pretty solid.
They're in the West, no?
They got rid of Ricky Rubio and they picked up Mike Conley. Am I right? He went to the Jazz. And
that's a fucking
him and Donovan Mitchell.
That's a big move, bro.
They're playing very well together, very well, and I think that's going to be kind of scary come the regular season, just because with Ricky and Mitchell, I mean, look what they accomplished.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you add another scorer, but somebody that can pass.
One of the top point guards in the league.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The first NBA player to get a huge contract.
Yeah, did he get a max deal when he was in Memphis?
Yeah. He was the first player. For a while,
I remember that.
Mike Conley was the highest paid player in the NBA.
That's
right.
And
it was crazy to think about because they're
and then it was Harden,
okay, he's good,
Curry,
but
right? He's not that good.
You know, LeBron.
Boom.
Yeah, LeBron's getting paid less than him.
Yeah.
So then that's when the max contracts really starting to hit, and people are like, "Whoa, I can get paid more for this."
Yeah.
You know, so he was so I mean, he definitely has some value. He's really, really fucking good. And I think it'll definitely feel that's definitely a win in their part. I mean, Ricky Rubio's really good, but he's not
a scoring option. And I mean,
he's just a good passer.
So I mean, coming into the league when he was with Minnesota, I believe. Mm-hmm. He would have a triple, or he would have a double, and it was 14 assists and 10 rebounds.
I was so pissed off at him because he'd have 9 points and 15 assists.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, bro, just fucking shoot a free throw, and that's a double.
Yeah,
and it's
really.
Nah.
But
I'm gonna just stay at 8-9 points.
And then him developing an offensive game really helps Phoenix. It really helps Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's not gonna make him a playoff team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
you add somebody that can pass the ball, but that can score the ball like Mike Conley.
Right. Yeah.
That
yeah.
changes that
Because
whole
Donovan.
setup.
Yeah. Yeah. So and also the Nuggets. I think
The Nuggets too. They're going
Nuggets
to
are
be
pretty
pretty good
fucking
too.
good.
Their
Mhm.
young players getting them as far as they did is
and the Mavs having Porzingis back.
yeah.
That's huge. I didn't
That's
think he was going
huge.
to be back this soon, and he's like killing it in the preseason. And
Mm-hmm.
it seems like him and Doncic,
They work
you
very
know,
well
both
together.
being foreign players. You know, Mavs have this thing for foreign players. Like Mark Cuban, like loves his Europeans. I don't know,
I don't know what it is. That guy's weird.
but I mean, it's
He is
good.
weird, but
'cause
I mean,
it's
shout
like-
out to. I mean, he picked one of the, I think one of the best power forwards like all time.
Oh, of course.
all
Like
time. It's
definitely
like
going to be.
Dirk's gonna look
definitely
at
gonna
you
be
and
in the Hall
say,
of
"Hey,
Fame.
I'm gonna spin baseline. I'm gonna throw my foot up 8 feet in the air, and I'm gonna shoot the ball. It's gonna hit off this light and bounce in." You're like, okay, and then he does exactly what
Let
he
me
said.
win a
with hand
championship
in his
against
face.
LeBron with JJ Barea and Sean Marion.
Yes. Well, he did have some help. He had Tyson Chandler, who was a great rebounder.
Yeah, he was
Great
good.
rebounder. And then
He didn't
Jason
age well.
Kidd. Yeah, no, he didn't.
His prime was definitely in the Mavs.
Yes. But then you had Jason Kidd, who again was
Super old.
I don't think definitely not in his prime, way past his prime, but still was putting up numbers and
Yeah.
was still doing
absolutely.
things. But the thing about that Mavs team is that they had below, not I don't want to say below average, but they had decent players
I mean, if you think about
playing
it,
great.
yeah, if you
but
think
they
about
played
it,
great
like the
together.
Lakers should have beat them with
Oh, yeah.
Kobe, Gasol. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then having the big three.
Well, also what helped in that Lakers Mavs series was Dirk didn't miss a free throw.
No.
That dude was like 30 for 30 from the line or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
he's insane.
He went a whole series before missing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he did the same thing against OKC. I
And now
think he
they
missed
have
like
their-
3 free
Now
throws
they
this
have their
series.
Dirk placement, which is Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little risky giving him a max contract just coming off an injury. That was like a fucking like. You know that, right? Like while injured, they offer him like a 4-year max.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Risky, but like I mean, he's doing great right now, and I hope he still does. I like Porzingis.
I like Porzingis too. I think. I don't know. I think Porzingis has got to find himself, and I think with the Mavs and with Luka, he's doing so.
Mhm.
I think he feels more comfortable because I mean, look what he came into the Knicks. He came into nothing, and had to be the guy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, did he go in with Melo? Like, did they have him with Melo?
no.
Exactly. Even with Melo, it's like Melo. Shout out to you,
I
you're
don't
my
even
boy.
know who's
You were
on
my
there.
favorite player at one point, but come on, man.
Let's not talk about the Knicks. They're embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the Knicks now is they have a young, solid team. They just got to figure it out. And that's the thing is they got to figure it out.
Josh, you're way too nice.
I'm way too nice. No, yeah. Yeah.
No,
you're
you're
right.
way
the Knicks,
too
the
nice,
Knicks
bro.
Suck. The Knicks
The
fucking
Knicks
suck.
are
They suck.
garbage, bro, and
They suck.
they're not only garbage, they're going to be garbage for a long time.
They suck. Yeah.
Like,
What did you hear? Speaking about that, did you hear what KD said about him? It was
No.
like
I
everybody
did
now
hear.
is like they associate the Knicks with sucking ass. It's like
Yeah.
they're not good. They're not built on that championship like run back in the day.
no,
You know, like
it's been so long since
that's
they've
true.
even like
it's true.
the
I mean,
Knicks
I
are.
think their last playoff run was with Melo.
You know what makes the Knicks as big as they are? They're from New York.
Yeah,
That's
and
all they got.
New York teams love their team.
That's all they got.
I mean, look at it.
It's
The
a loyal
Yankees,
New York fan base.
the Rangers,
Yeah.
the Mets. Can't stand the Mets, but the Mets, like,
And who's gonna watch the Knicks when you got the Nets?
yeah.
But then again, like I said, loyal New York fans.
100%.
That's all they got. They have
And-
nothing else.
And maybe not just like loyal New York fans, but there's something about the Garden. There's something about
Oh yeah,
MSG.
it's
You know
just
what
like
I mean? Like,
LeBron said, it's like he loves playing specifically in that court.
speaking of New York, when I was when we were sophomores in high school, well, when we were gonna be sophomores in high school, I
Uh-huh.
went on a family trip to New Jersey, and my auntie, shout out Aunt Julie, she bought me and my
She's
dad.
like, she works for Google, right?
Yeah, she works for like Google
Hey,
and stuff like that.
And
all
Julie,
that
real
stuff.
quick, I'm an animator. Know what I'm saying?
Hook him up.
Young artist. I'll show you my portfolio. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll email.
Like a little light on the just kidding, but like anyway, go on, Josh. I had to plug
She got my dad and I tickets to tour the new Yankee Stadium.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
We saw like Memorial Park, dude. I sat where Derek Jeter sat in the dugout. Robinson Cano.
That's cool,
dude. Like made me fall in love with the game again, dude. Like there is something about New York that is so nasty and so beautiful at the same time. Like you can't beat it.
It's just like alive.
You can't get it anywhere else, dude.
Like I'd love to live in New York if I had the money.
Rats are running around bigger than you, and you can still have popcorn in a baseball game.
It's
that's
that place.
Bigger.
Like I went to downtown Phoenix like the other day, and I was so pissed off.
Dude, downtown Phoenix sucks.
Fucking garbage, bro. I was so pissed. Like my friend's like, "No, Phoenix is cool. Like there's a lot to do there." I'm like, "I bet there is." But downtown Phoenix is trash.
Dude,
everything's one way, right? Everything closes at fucking 9. Like I took Andrea to her Jonas Brothers concert. My girlfriend, shout out my girlfriend. I took her to her Jonas Brothers concert, which was cool because it was at the Phoenix Sun Stadium, and right across it's the Diamondback Stadium.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know, and it looks like there's a lot going on, but there ain't shit going on, bro.
I will say the only time things in Phoenix that are going on is when there's a game. When there's a game, when there's a concert, when there's an event, there's stuff going on.
Yeah, like
but in New York, dude, there's always something going on.
Me and my family were trying to like go out to eat, find some cool place to go to, like, you know, downtown Tucson.
And there's not shit.
Downtown Tucson's like,
I think downtown Tucson's kind of better than downtown Phoenix.
Oh, it's way better, dude. Shit's actually open past 12. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, we went to this place. Oh, I wish I remember this place so I can flame them on here. It was the Counter, bro. Like, custom burgers, don't go there.
Wait.
Garbage,
I think
bro.
I've been there. It's like right by the train track, right?
Yeah.
Dude. Garbage.
Yeah, trash,
garbage,
bro.
fam,
Went. It looks nice on the outside, and I went in.
You're like, oh, okay, like this looks
and
nice.
I built my burger.
In,
First of all, my bill is gonna be like $70.
Yeah.
For 3 people, and like I was building my burger, and I get it out, and that shit was raw.
Dude,
I was
trash.
eating, and my mom thought like got like medium, and there was like medium rare, and I asked for medium rare, and I got fucking like room temperature burger, bro. I was so nasty, like blood was coming out, and I was trying to eat it and enjoy it. I was like, and then my mom's like, I ate half of it, and I was like, this is disgusting. I can't eat this.
I'm not doing this. We're gonna
and
go to
like
McDonald's.
My server was an asshole. Like I was trying to be nice. The manager's cool. My server was an asshole. And my sister ate her burger, so I paid for that. But dude, that place is trash. And I was just mad. Like Phoenix just pissed us off. We had the good time we had in Phoenix was like downtown Phoenix, just making fun of downtown Phoenix, and then going to the zoo. Like the zoo was fine.
Yeah,
the zoo was really really fun. But like downtown Phoenix is trash. Like I would only go there to watch another team play.
Yeah. Like I'll go catch a Suns game if the Lakers are playing.
Yeah,
or real. If the Rockets are playing.
I'm not there to watch like, Devin Booker score 50 and lose. Like fuck out of here, bro.
Good job, you.
You did great.
Did
Devin.
everything for your team.
Pat yourself on the back.
They still fucking suck.
No, he deserves better than what he got.
No, he really does. And actually, I was talking to my coworker. Shout out Ryan Lee. He was saying that Devin Booker, Cat, and one other superstar, I forgot who it was, but they got together and did like a cover for a magazine, and I think it was like Sports Illustrated or something. He said, and it said like that this big three is gonna play together someday. And I'm like, definitely not in Phoenix.
No.
Like, no. That's not gonna happen in Phoenix.
No, it's not. Phoenix is it's cool, but I'm super grateful. Like I can watch
you're too nice.
Yeah,
you're too nice.
I can watch a basketball game 2 hours away, and that we have a gorilla mascot, and I got funny. Like an autographed basketball just by buying hot dogs, and I'm pretty sure Shaq and Steve Nash are on there.
Nice.
I don't know.
You should look into that.
It's in my closet.
Better get that.
I don't showcase it.
That's true.
I don't have it. It's just an awkward, you know.
Yeah, I think the best thing about Arizona is the Wildcats.
Yeah.
But
and we got them.
But that's the thing though, is like you look at like the Clippers, the Lakers, dude. Like even Houston, dude. Like you think it's Texas, but there's like it's appealing. Dude, there's things there.
Oh yeah, it's a huge city.
Like,
there's
what is
a lot
there to do in LA?
Like
everything.
Yeah, I get like LA sucks, but like LA kind of doesn't suck because even though the downtown's crazy, people drive crazy, and like Like, it doesn't seem like a
Dude,
place to live. But
even
like,
in LA, you're
come
4
on.
hours away from San Diego.
yeah,
If that.
San
if
Diego's
that.
on the
Dude.
Like,
I mean,
you got Disneyland, you got places open past 10.
Six Flags. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my mom was like, well, let's go to the Phoenix Fair. I'm like, I'm not going to another fair. The fair here sucks. I'm convinced the fair there sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
you
I
have
only
to be.
see one Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Suck my
Only
dick.
one.
Just
Fuck
kidding.
You, Phoenix. Fuck you.
Fuck off, Phoenix.
Oh, man.
I love you, Devin Booker, but Phoenix can fuck right off.
Oh, my God.
I mean, there's cool stuff to do in Phoenix. Just downtown
Yeah.
Phoenix is ass.
Well, I mean, in all honesty,
They got
I
a
am
lot
kind of.
going on.
I do want to catch a Suns game because they have a pretty solid rookie this year. I think his name is like Jalen LeCue or something like that.
Jalen LeCue.
He
Let's look it
he was a 5th-year senior at a Catholic high school, so didn't even go to college. He's like straight out of high school.
But he's a 5th-year senior.
Because there's something underlying. I don't know what it is, but he was like a 5th-year senior.
Is that like technically college? That has to be because you can't come out of high school to play in the NBA.
It was the way that it was written weird. I don't know exactly how it was, but actually, shout out to my brother
Phoenix
Ian
and Hakeem
Munoz.
Phoenix is going to come up.
He told me about it, but that boy got bounced. And speaking about bounce, Ja Morant and Zion have bounce. Those boys can touch the roof when they jump.
So, yeah.
Are you looking up Jalen LeCue?
We know this. Cameron Johnson, Ty Jerome.
I think his name is Jalen LeCue.
Jalen LeCue. How do you... I think your man... This is like
J. Lynn. L. Q.
Oh, okay. Jalen LeCue, looking out, 19-year-old rookie, brings dog mentality. There's not much on him, though.
No,
Rookie point guard, eager
I know.
to prove his worth. That's cool, though.
I know.
mean, I hope he does.
I know him, and it's kind of sad to say, but him and Zion played against each other in high school.
Oh, okay.
And I think
Zion's
team
ass.
end up coming out with a win. But I think LeCue, he held his own. And I'm pretty sure he dropped around 30, if not more.
Oh, no doubt.
But that's crazy. Oh, well, speaking about rookies, dude, who are you most excited to watch?
You know, Zion. Just kidding. No, I mean, all I'm hearing is about Zion.
Well, I mean, he was
and
the number one name in college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see my rookie for Chicago.
And that rookie would be...
Listen.
You don't even know.
I do know his name. Kobe White?
Kobe White.
Yeah, Kobe White. Yeah.
Big old man with a afro.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. He's balling out right now.
He was a really solid guard.
And we need something.
Yeah.
Like, marketing's great, but like...
Yeah, marketing
Levine's
and then Levine
great.
that can dunk.
But they'd be benched on any other good team.
I think so.
Maybe Levine would start on on a good
I think he
chunk
would
of
start
teams.
on some teams, but I don't think top competitive teams.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But like Kobe White, I'm excited for him. A promising point guard on my team adds a little bit of excitement to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never been really excited for any Chicago move. I feel like Chicago's
especially in the
kind of like the
past.
Knicks, where all they got is their name.
Mm-hmm.
And where they're from. Chicago's a big city, beautiful city. I know there's a lot going down there, but I mean, I think it's underappreciated. There's a lot of there's a lot of great things that come out of
There's
Chicago.
a lot of culture in Chicago.
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of culture.
Like Chicago style pizza. Come on, it's not New York pizza, but it's still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'm with you
all the
there on,
Chicago
the
Bulls
name,
have is
though.
their name and Jordan's legacy, and like their nice logo.
I mean, I feel like they get solid players and then they hold on to them forever. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, most recently it was D Rose.
Yeah, I feel like they just make weird moves.
Weird moves that don't make any sense, huh? Sounds just like the Knicks.
Yeah. No, they're smarter than the Knicks.
They are smarter than the Knicks. I will give you that.
But like, it's just.
So, do you think that?
I think they're doing it with what they got, because I think they've definitely made some bad moves that like kind of bit them in the ass. But I mean, come on, this is like the process of like. This is a process of like a starting over team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, rebuilding stage for sure.
This is like the process of a rebuilding team. Like I said, rebuilding teams aren't like relevant for a long ass time unless they pull some crazy rookie like the Bucks did. Remember the Bucks before Giannis?
Yeah.
Garbage, bro.
Really. Yeah, well,
I
even like I think his rookie year too, it was like, okay, he's like, he'll be a solid player, but I don't think like anybody predicted
Yeah,
this.
I was talking about him, but like everyone else, like a lot of people were just like, okay, whatever, he's athletic.
I mean, I'm gonna like straight up on the record. I didn't even know like Giannis was in the league for as long as he was. Like, I was like, dang,
I was
like,
excited for
who is
Giannis.
this guy?
I was watching Giannis since the beginning, but that's just because like,
Nice.
you know.
But I mean, yeah, I mean,
But yeah, this
I
is
guess
just
I'm
like
kind
the.
of a firm
That's
believer,
why. That's why I say like people are like, oh, OKC's got a crazy amount of picks, which they do, but they're not going to be relevant for a long ass time. They got Steven Adams and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
They
okay,
barely have Chris Paul.
I really hate to say this. I really, 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 really hate to say this, but Chris Paul, when they traded him from Houston, they're like, I feel like him being traded is like him on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still think he might have like 5 years in him, but he is on his way out.
These are like his final years. I mean, he's really solid. Don't get me wrong.
But
like,
yeah, definitely future Hall of Famer for sure. But he's on his way out.
Yeah, and he didn't even want to stay in OKC, and that kind of tells you like.
Well, I mean, could you imagine if he would have went to Miami? Him
and Butler?
Jimmy B.
Well, that's if they get
Tyler.
along.
I think they would have got along.
Yeah.
I think they would get along. I think Jimmy Butler having a solid vet like Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul would have accepted the role again of like, okay, Jimmy's the guy. Mm-hmm. That's cool. But
he'd still be
we
their
need a
second
bucket.
best player.
Okay, I'm getting a bucket.
Well, they have Gordon Dragic.
Yeah, well, so the need for a point guard wasn't there, but I still think it would have been a solid move.
I think at first, I think Chris Paul was just like, I really don't want to be in fucking OKC right now. And then he was just like, you know what, this is fine.
You know what I will say about OKC? And Kevin Durant went on the record saying this. It's one of the toughest places to play in the league. Like, they have a college fan base there. I mean, what else is there in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
You have the Sooners.
I mean, it's good that it's there, but like, because there's something in Oklahoma, but like,
but I mean, it's not as appealing as
when
LA.
you're in a place like Brooklyn or LA,
exactly,
or New York.
I mean, even going and playing Canada sounds
Chicago
better than playing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, Joey, I have a question for you.
What?
And this was actually brought up by one of our viewers. I want to say a shout out to Tate Gorky. He's one of my brother's teammates.
Real quick, we should do a Q&A.
We should do a Q&A
for our next podcast.
All right, send us some questions.
Joke
and
review
we'll answer
Q&A next podcast. All right, what's the question?
What makes a good coach?
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Yeah, that thing.
I don't know. I guess it's just like what the coach brings to the table. You know what, like when you have a coach that has the players it has, and they do better than expected. Mm-hmm. Like I guess like a coach that has control. You know what I mean? Because I get like the NBA players need a voice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Which is great. But like when a coach loses control, that's like a sign of weakness. Yeah, they're not a good coach. You know what I mean?
I got you. So let's not even say like NBA or collegiate level. Let's bring it down to like high school and middle school. What makes a good coach?
I guess just how they build their team. Like I said, you know, as a coach, you got to build your team up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got to be stern and disciplined, but like you also have to build your team up, and you also have to be disciplined to where it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
obviously no favorites.
So like, question. So like, you're saying like keeping players disciplined, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say, for example, you're running an offense, right? And you're going to, what'd you say?
I said don't drop any names.
Oh, I'm not dropping a name.
Okay.
But
you're dropping names last time, and I was
well,
like,
that was because I hated the school.
Oh yeah.
But let's say you're running an offense, right? And your player like messes it up first time you go out there, and you're like, okay, like no, like we're gonna run it like this. I want you to do this. Boom. You give an example, right? You show them how to do it, and they mess up. So you're running it again. Christ. You're running it like 7 times. I know. Just ignore it. You're you run the play like 7 times, right? And then your coach is like in your face yelling at you because you keep messing it up, and your player throws his hands up like this. What? Whatever, right? So then it translates to the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And they look at you like, I'm already doing it. God. You know, does that fall as, like, does that make you a bad coach, or does that, like...
No, I think that player lacks discipline.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, like I said, like, you have to...
So, like, if your player messes up, just continue to show them how you want it done, but do it in a professional answer.
Yeah, like don't like take them out of the fucking game as soon as they make a mistake. You know,
give them a few possessions to let
just
them make
be
it
like,
up.
hey, like this is what you're doing. This is what you need to not do. You know what I mean?
So this is what you're doing wrong. This is how I need you to fix it, and this is what I need you to do.
Or even just be like, I know what you're doing is wrong. I know, like, hold on, let me reword this. Like, have them know, like, that they already know what they're doing is wrong, because the player's not stupid.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, I missed the fucking layup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was a bad choice on my part. Mm-hmm. Like, the players know. You know what I mean?
Dribbled through two defenders.
You don't need
and
to tell them. They already know. So just be like, I know what you did is wrong. How are you going to make it right? You know what I mean?
I get you. Okay.
So, like,
So give them, like, an opportunity to kind of self-reflect.
Yeah, and that'll make them grow as a
versus
player.
pointing out the negatives because they already know it. So not like... So, I like, let's say one of my players blows a wide open layup in a fast break. Like, wide open. Next closest dude to him is at half court, right? Blows a layup.
Hey,
like,
just make
pull
the
him
next
out
one.
And just be like, hey, like, just go up soft. Finish soft. Not like, make the fucking layup.
Yeah. You know, just like, hey, make the next one. You'll get another chance.
So bottom line, what makes a good coach is control and encouragement. Would you agree?
Yeah. You know, and, like, obviously having, like...
Our next podcast is going to be what goes on in Ontario's game?
They're playing Nintendo Switch.
No, they need to hit the switch and turn it off.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, I mean, honestly, Taylor, that's a really good question. That's a tough question.
I think you got to build up your team. I think you obviously have to have a solid plan, know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Make it feel like you know what you're doing. And, like, this revolves around teachers, too. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, what encourages me was when I can see, like, how good my teacher is. You know, when they're all mysterious and weird, like, I like, don't know if I can trust them or not. But, like, when I can see the skill of my professor, it kind of motivates me more to, like, it kind of, like, paces myself.
I know what you're capable of. You're going to coach me up to be as good, and if also, not better than you.
And, like, I also enjoy the fact that, like, some teachers don't encourage stupidity. You know what I mean?
No.
They don't encourage stupidity or ignorance. Okay. So when someone says something fucking dumb or ignorant and they probably don't know better, instead of saying, like, oh, that's all right, that's more harmful on them because they think that's fine. Mm-hmm. You're setting a bad standard on them because they don't know any better. But if you're like, hey, that's not right, but that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So translating to the court, your player takes a bad jumper. It's not like, hey, it's okay, pass the ball next time. It's like, hey,
like, don't be soft, but like
hey, like, move the ball around. Like, that wasn't a good jumper. Like, you know that. Like, come on, swing the ball around. Mm-hmm.
And if it becomes a recurring problem, that's when you get meaner. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then like if it's like, you know, and that's the tricky part is, like, you know, getting subbed out when you feel undeserved to, and getting subbed out because you need a break.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
And, like, also, like, getting subbed out because you know you're not playing that great. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, as a coach, you're put under this weird situation where you're like, you know, like, oh, like, he's harming the team right now just being out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Should I keep him in? Should I take him out? Like, that's a bad... So it's all about knowing your players, helping your players build, and, like, you know, not, like, bringing them down.
Allowing them to be ball players.
What's up?
Allow them to be ball players.
Yeah, let them play. And if they can't play, you know, that's part of learning is fucking up first.
Yeah.
And that's with anything.
I'm pretty sure the first time you shot a basketball, you didn't make it.
Oh, hell no.
I don't even think I hit the net. the bottom
you know
of
what
it.
I mean?
And I'm standing under it.
And like a lot of people are like, no, you just do it, and it's like it's not that easy.
It's
you know,
not.
Trial and error is like the key. Doing it and
That's the key
fucking
to
up,
life.
and just repetitively doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, and that's art too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Knowing that you're creating art successful, I mean, you know, you just gotta like keep trying it out, keep doing it, get the bad ideas out there. You know what I mean? Just you know, just like and that's like even in video games too. Like, you know how many times I lose in Mortal Kombat? Like you may think I'm pretty good, right?
Well, I mean, I don't play Mortal Kombat.
You don't play,
you
know.
ass, like...
So like I have my games where I beat someone's ass and I'm mad disrespectful, but I also have a lot of games where I'm getting my ass beat. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
I gotcha.
not landing a hit on the guy, but it's that learning experience of. You know, and that's sort of how you learn is fucking up, because then you're like, all right, clearly I'm messing up. You know, and like I identifying those things as a coach and helping them grow as a player, will definitely help. And what is wrong with you, dog?
What's going on, Simon? You're all right. Yeah, man, I mean, I guess I completely agree with you on that as far as a good coach. I mean, you gotta have control of your team, but you gotta allow them to
hold up,
to experience and be ball players.
Timeout. Foul on the play. Simon, that's a red card, bud. What is it?
We're bringing soccer.
Are you hungry? Do you have to shit? See, I like how I walk in before the podcast.
And then 2 hours later, we start the podcast.
That's very inconvenient of you, dog. What's up? You hear his fucking tail?
Yeah.
It's like,
Doof, 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 doof.
alright. I'll take a quick. I'm gonna feed him real quick. Alright, and we're back. Sorry for the delay.
Sorry about that. We'll be right back after these messages.
You got.
No,
it's hard to record a podcast.
I'm
when your dog's eating food. Fuck.
I'm right there with you, Joey. As far as what makes a good coach, man. Going back to rookies in the NBA, I'm really, really, really excited. And this is my new favorite current player is John Morant. That boy look like he having fun.
I thought you were gonna say Tyler Hero.
No, I really do like Tyler Hero. He's got a solid game,
baby.
But John Morant, man, I'm
gonna kill this dog.
I didn't know. I know.
Listen, you hear it here first, huh? Simon's getting put down tonight. All right? I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna put you down.
All right? You listen to me? That's your last meal. Your last dinner.
This is the Last Supper. Okay.
He's still going. Simon.
Go lay down, Simon.
He does not listen at all.
No, he doesn't. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Here, just let him eat. I'm sure I can edit this out. Enjoy it while you can, Simon.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm
not
ripping your
putting
teeth out.
I'm not putting my dog down.
I'm not ripping out teeth.
I love my dog to death.
Animal cruelty is
even
bad.
if he interrupts my podcast. And I love my girlfriend even if she interrupts my podcast.
But I will say, fuck you, Simon.
Love you, babe.
Please keep it down, Andrea.
But shut up. Just kidding. Fuck. All right.
Okay. So why do you think players were holding out of FIBA but don't want to hold out for the Olympics?
Hold on.
Back up.
You were talking about John Morant.
Yeah, I know, and I got
Then
my
you
John
flipped the
Morant
script.
rant out.
What do you think
okay.
about Zion?
What do I think about Zion?
Now that we're flipping shit.
All right, so reverse back to you.
What do you
Shit,
think
you hit me
about
with
Zion Williamson?
You hit me with that fucking reverse card in Uno.
Hold on. Simon, do you mind?
I just smacked the fuck out of my mic.
This is our best podcast.
No, it's probably one of our worst.
Don't worry, we're going to have a Q&A, a joke review,
Yeah,
and
don't
Zion's
worry.
going to be on the show.
Please stay tuned for episode 4.
Simon's going to be dead by then, so like...
Joey's going to leave Andrea.
I'm
Everything's going to be alright.
not going to leave my... Oh, yeah.
No,
Babe,
no.
you heard... I'm not going to... I love you.
I'm kidding, Andrea. Andres! Alright, what I think about Zion, man, honestly, we're just going to have to talk over Simon. Love you, dog.
It's all right. Hold up. I'm gonna fix this.
Hurry up, goddammit.
We'll be right. We'll be right back again.
After these short
I
messages.
gotta edit 2 transitions. All right, and we're back again. So let's talk about Zion.
All right.
So first of all,
so Zion,
he
he's
did
been
way
balling
better
out
than
for
I
real.
thought he did.
Huh?
He did way better than I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
will
kind of
agree
lived
with
up
you
to
on
the
that.
hype a little bit.
I think his style of play isn't gonna allow him to be in the league for as long as people are hoping.
See, that's it. See, that's the issue. Is like some people play like that and they're in the league forever, and some people play like that and they're
LeBron.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like he has to somehow find out to take care of himself, because like the issue was, okay, Zion's going hard. He's playing good. He's playing good defense despite his height. He's scoring really good in the paint despite his height. He's just balling out, you know, and there's really good chemistry between him and the other players. And but like health is going to be his biggest enemy for sure.
Yeah.
He already has a knee injury.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for weeks.
And I'm pretty sure that is it the same knee that he hurt at Duke?
I don't know. Yeah, they're saying it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I can confirm it, but like,
Yeah, look that up. But I definitely think health. I mean, he's flat out, man. He's just balling out.
so he's
I
going
think-
through further testing. He suffered a knee injury during the Pelicans preseason game against the Spurs. Yeah, I mean, he's fine. He's not dead, guys. He's a typical 19-year-old kid. He's upbeat. He has fun. He's living his dream, he said. Well, we all know that, dude. You're
Come on, dude. You're in the NBA. You're living my
Excuse
dream
me.
too, bro.
284 pounds. Fuck, he's built like a football player.
Dude. Yeah. 6'8".
So his left knee collision with another player, just 8 minutes. The Pelicans shut William down for the summer.
So actually, if I remember correctly, that
that's
is the
the
same
summer
game.
game. Okay, so they're talking about.
So he's sitting out from a knee injury that happened in a summer league game.
No. So they brought up the summer league game, but they're saying
Oh.
he also like.
So he also took time out during the summer league for this same knee.
Well, yeah, because the knee. I don't know if it's the same knee. Like they're being very broad in this article. Thanks ESPN. Fuck. So basically, like, you know, he's big. He puts a lot of pressure on his knees. So
Yeah.
what happened in the summer wasn't a big deal at all.
I'm pretty sure it's more
He
precautionary.
had a bruise on his knee, so they're just being precaution. They like, as soon as he's like, oh, my knee is sore. I got a bruise on it. They're like, wrapped him up in bubble wrap and shit, so that, you know, because a player like that you invest a lot of money into that has a lot of potential. You don't want to hurt themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But like this knee injury seems a little bit more serious. I mean, it probably isn't serious. They're probably just, like I said, being precautious because they're like, fuck, dude.
Especially because the season's right here.
But it's like,
But I do wonder if it has something to do with that injury at Duke. Do you
could
remember
be.
that when he busted through his shoe?
yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure he went to spin and he busted through his right shoe, but he came down awkwardly on his left knee, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But, I mean, he's got to stay healthy. He's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Yeah,
and I mean,
it's
he
hard
might
when
have
you
to do what
move like
LeBron
that.
did.
Yeah,
And just like you said, just take some games off. He's got to do that.
He's got to develop a secondary skill. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he did hit a 3, but it was ugly. It was ugly. And, I mean, even Ben Simmons, he hit a 3, but...
Like, when Derrick
You
Rose
still
was
gotta
in
let
his
him shoot it.
MVP, he was like... I mean, come on, everyone hit a 3 fucking preseason.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the thing, though, is, like, you got to prove it.
Fucking
you know
Bobbin and Steven Adams hit a 3 in preseason. But anyways...
Steven Adams to go.
So, like, it's the same with Blake Griffin is, like, super built, too. Like, he was, like, super athletic. You know what I mean? But, like, if you're playing like that constantly... Injury,
The wear and tear on your body is insane,
exactly.
dude.
So what
Insane.
did Blake Griffin do, especially at his age? He developed a skill.
Yeah, and he was beautiful in the post. I mean, watching him go to work in the post now,
I don't see him dunk anymore.
Hard. Yeah, you don't. I mean, he rose up and he got blocked. When did that happen?
Yeah.
Never.
You know what I mean? But it's because he developed a skill set to not wear and tear his body.
Exactly.
And I think if Zion and Zion like moves his body in it kind of reminds me of Derrick Rose in his prime.
Yeah.
Because Derrick Rose would move his body in like crazy ways.
He's going around you. He's going over you.
Yeah.
He's going through you. Like so that brings up a question. I mean, how do you stop Zion? I mean, I looked at it like a shot chart. I don't know if his first. I think it was both halves, but he was like 13 for 14 in the paint.
Yeah, I know one way you can stop him.
How do you stop
Just
him?
kick his fucking knee.
Kick his knee. How do you stop him within the rules of the
he'd be like
game?
the most piece of shit player in the world, and
But
he
Jared
stops
Dudley
Zion.
does what Jared Dudley's got to do. Did you hear about that? He was like, if anybody puts a finger on LeBron or AD, he's like, I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna fight you. I'll pay the fine. He's like, I don't care.
Well, that's respectable because we got people like fucking
Zaza.
Piece. I hate Zaza.
I hate Zaza.
He's trash.
I think that
he's not even good.
I think that
I hate
that series with the Spurs would have been way different.
It's disgusting,
Way
bro.
different.
Just purposely trying to injure people is disgusting. Like Olynyk.
Well, I mean, and Shaq went on record too. He was like, as a big man, like, you know what you're doing. Like, you're taking an extra half step to undercut somebody. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's like, that. It's Shaq. Coming from Shaq. He's like, that's a dirty play.
He did it to Westbrook.
Dude.
Yeah, he did it. This is... I hate...
It was like Patrick Beverly going after Westbrook. Remember that? He dove after a ball and, like, that's when Westbrook tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And then they were playing again, like, the next season when he came back, and he dove at the ball again. And, like, I mean, Westbrook refrained himself, but...
And that's why it's hard to like Patrick Beverly, because I respect the hustle, and I respect, like, him getting into players' minds, but,
yeah,
like,
but you
don't injure
diving
a
at somebody's
fucking
knee
player,
like that,
dude.
man. Like, come on, dude. Like, Westbrook's lucky that he came back from that.
I mean, it is Westbrook.
It is Westbrook, but I mean,
But still.
But in a D Rose case, look at it. Went up just a non-contact play, blew his ACL.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the same.
Not all people are that lucky.
Not the same, dude.
For sure.
Not the same.
Yeah, not all people are that lucky. So like... So, yeah.
God, Patrick Beverly makes me mad.
Yeah, I mean, I respected him after that game with the Warriors, but then again, I'm like, wait.
I do too. I mean,
I
like,
fucking hate this guy. Like,
getting
and
in
he
your
wants
mind-
you to
yeah.
hate him, too. He wants you to, like, not like him. He doesn't want to be loved. And like I said, I have a certain amount of respect for him, but it's hard to respect that, I don't respect Zaza at all.
I respect the hustle. I don't.
I'm saying it right now. If Zaza died, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I think I'd care for like 2 minutes.
No.
You wouldn't even care
0
for 2
seconds.
minutes. Zero.
I'd be like, oh, cool. I hate that guy. Especially,
Oh my
listen to
God.
me, Zaza. Whenever I pass you the ball at 2K and you're open for a layup and you miss, it just builds. It just builds. I'm like,
missed too many
oh,
layups,
that's
Zaza.
assist, baby. And fucking, this garbage can just fucking misses
Fucking
it.
misses with a green bean.
Oh.
He missed with a green light.
Is that my dog again?
Probably.
Can you let him in?
You want me to? Don't edit that.
Same. Alright.
Uh,
Yeah, fucking. Alright, we're back. Oh, yeah. So, what were we talking about?
Zaza.
Zaza. Fuck that guy.
And him dying.
What is this podcast?
What is this podcast?
I mean, I know what the like, what are we talking about?
Dude,
Alright, listen,
I'm going
y'all.
on record. I apologize. Please stay tuned
This
to
is
episode
either
4.
our worst podcast or our best podcast. Alright?
Like it or love it.
So, so injuries are tragic. Patrick Mahomes, a little bit about football, unfortunately has an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So,
Okay, really quick. I have one last question for you, Joey. One last question. Taco Fall got signed to a 2-way contract with the Celtics. That means he's starting in the G League and can get called up to play X amount of games. What do you think about that, man? This
I
dude
think
is
it's
like
bullshit.
way over 7 foot.
I think it's bullshit, bro.
He was balling out, man. He was
I think he
playing pretty
needs
good.
the minutes. No, for real. I mean, Taco Fall. Usually the problem with people that tall is like they're not built, they're not strong, but he's pretty built for being that
I was
tall.
just about to say that. He's a big body, man.
And
He's
he
pretty big.
he just needs the NBA experience of just being in there and playing,
And that's the issue.
and then he'll really shine. And like
I think-
the hype and the skills there, he just needs to like I said, just like trial and error, like getting in there and like
just going. And I think the Garden loves him. I think the TD
Oh
Garden.
yeah, they're
loves
dressing
him.
up like tacos.
Yeah, I know you saw that. Yeah,
Like he had a standing ovation.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to my man Taco, man. I hope you.
So now
you have a day.
Going from like underhyped to overhyped. What do you think about what's his fucking name? He's on the Lakers.
Alex Caruso.
Yeah, what do you think about Alex Caruso? You think he's actually going to show out this year? I had high hopes. I had high hopes for the preseason because he'd probably give more minutes. But
yeah, showing out. No, I don't think he's gonna show out just because. I mean, the Lakers have so many key parts now.
Yeah, I mean, he has a highlight reel, which is crazy. It's a super slept on highlight reel, but
I mean, I think he is definitely a key role to the Lakers this year, but I just don't think he's gonna show out like the way people are hoping.
Yeah.
And I mean, coming from claiming my team now, I'm just kidding. I'm a fan of the game,
Gotcha.
but I'm really looking forward to watching the Lakers this year. And as far as them, as far as their team, I don't think he is gonna play a role where he can show out. Does that make sense? I think he's gonna have highlight plays like that putback dunk that he did over the. Oh my god, filthy!
Are you okay?
You dying?
They must be selling chocolates in there.
Doing lines of Smarties. Shit.
Yeah. Why'd you cough from snorting? Well, actually,
I don't know. That's just getting edited out anyway.
No, it's not.
Fuck you.
This is raw. Baby, I like it raw. Anyways, okay. This has been a really messy podcast, but we got to close it out. We want to talk about a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, about like the China stuff, because there's a lot of issues with China right now. Next podcast, we're thinking about doing a Joker review movie. I know it's not sports, but I mean, we got to have some variety in there, you know what I'm saying? And so we're also going to do a Q&A, so be on the lookout for that. We'll put your name down. We'll answer your questions.
Yeah, so about the Q&A, we're most active on Snapchat, but we also have a Facebook page, Courtside J's, Instagram, and we're on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Hit us up, guys. We're active. Tell your friends and tell their friends.
Sweet.
To tell their friends, to tell their aunt, to tell their dog, to tell their fish friends.
And if we can't get to everybody, I say that like we're like the most popular podcast in the world. But if we can't get to anyone, we're sorry. But yeah, next podcast, we're going to have a big Q&A. You know, we'll say your name. We'll read your question. We'll answer your question. Briefly, but beautifully.
Yeah, more organized than this time.
And we're going to do a Joker review. And then we're going to talk about if the China issues gets any higher, we'll talk about that to explain that a little bit. If there's any other drama in the NFL or NBA, you know we'll cover it, baby. Did I just say baby? Hell
yes,
yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
Hell
I got you, girl. Or guy. It was 2019. I don't give a fuck. Anyways.
You have to use pronouns.
Oh, yeah. I miss pronoun. Never mind.
We're
going to be talking forever. All right, Josh. Anything you want to say before we close it?
Shout out to the fans always. Again, just stay tuned.
You know what 5 you are. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what 13.
Shout out Eiley.
You know what 13.
My friend Eiley doesn't know shit about sports, but watched the whole thing all the way through. Well, shout out Daniel.
Jay Boogie says shout out. Just stay tuned. Let us know. Check us out on YouTube. That's where we're at. We'll post a link on our Snapchat, Instagram, everything. It'll be out there. Hit us with your Q&As, and like we said, we'll shout you out on the pod.
Cool. Next big episode coming soon.
Stay tuned. We're going to be rocking some pretty dope merch soon.
Hey.
Joey Deuce.
We're supposed to wear the merch.
I'm gonna wear it.
This is the craziest outro ever. All right.
Yeah, dude. Episode 3, unique.
Episode 3, ethnic. All right. We'll see you guys.
Episode 3, pronouns.
We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next pod.
See you next pod. Peace.
Hit us up. J Boogie out.
All right. See ya.